Good afternoon, and welcome to Dungeon Anthology on RiotRadio.ca. I'm Nathan Arsenault, the moron who writes this show. Or, well, I would be if I wasn't caught up in a terrible writing block. It's been weeks since I've actually been able to successfully write anything, but of course I still want to do the show. So I thought to myself, Nate, what do greats do when they can't come up with anything good? Oh, that's right, they steal other people's work. So naturally, my mind wandered to everyone's old friend Willie Shakespeare. So today, myself, joined by my friends Ryan Fita, Ethan Gladwell, and Sebby, are going to do the classic tragedy Macbeth, but with a twist. I didn't bother to dole out who was going to play who, so we're going to act out Macbeth while figuring out who was going to play what character on the fly. And I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who's actually read Macbeth. So without further ado, here we go. Act 1, Scene 1. Thunder and lightning. Enter the three witches.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won.
That will be the ere the set of sun.
Where the place?
Upon the heath.
There to meet with Macbeth.
I come, Grey Mockin.
Paddock calls.
Anon.
Anon.
Fair is foul and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air.
They exit. Scene 2. Other within. Enter King Duncan, Malcolm, Donalbain, Lennox, with attendants, meeting a bleeding captain. What bloody man is that? He can report, as seemeth by his plight, of the revolt of the new estate.
This is the sergeant, who, like a good hand and hardy soldier, fought against my captivity. Hail, brave friend. Say to the king of knowledge of the broil, as thou did leave.
Doubtful it stood, as two spent swimmers that do cling together, and choke their art the merciless MacDonald. Worthy to be a rebel, for that the multiplying villainies of nature do swarm upon him from the western isles. Of kerns and gallowglasses is supplied, and fortune on his damned quarrel smiling, showed like a rebel's whore, but all's too weak. For brave Macbeth, well, he deserves that name, disdaining fortune with his brandished steel, which smote with bloody execution, like valor's minion carved out his passage, till he faced the slave, which ne'er shook hands nor bade farewell to him, till the unseamed him from the nave to the chops, and fixed his head upon our battlements.
O valiant cousin, worthy gentleman!
As whence the sun gins his reflection, shipwracking storms and direful thunders break, so from that spring whence comfort seemed to come, discomfort swells. Mark, King of Scotland. Mark, no sooner justice had, with valor armed, compelled these skipping kerns to trust their heels. But Norwayan lord, surveying vantage, with furbished arms and new supplies of men, began a fresh assault.
Dismayed not this our captains, Macbeth and Banquo.
Yes, as sparrows eagles, or the hare the lion, I say soothe, I must report they were as cannons overcharged with double cracks. So they doubly redoubled stokes upon the foe, except they meant to bathe in reeking wounds, or memorize another Golgotha. I cannot tell. But I am faint, my gashes cry for help.
So well thy words become thee as thy wounds. They smack of honor both. Go, get him surgeons. The captain is led off by the attendants. Enter Ross and Agnes.
Who comes here?
The worthy Thane of Ross.
What a haste look through his eyes. So should he look that seem to speak strange things, or things strange.
God save the king.
Whence camest thou, thou worthy thane?
From Fife, great king, where Norwegian banners flout the sky and fan our people cold. Norway himself, with terrible numbers, assisted by that most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict, till that Bellona's bridegroom, lapped in proof, confronted him with self-comparisons, point against point, rebellious arm against arm, curbing his lavish spirit, and to conclude, the victory fell upon us.
Great happiness!
Now, Sweno, the Norway's king craves composition, nor would we not dine him of burial of his men, till he disbursed at St. Colm's Inch $10,000 to our general use.
No more that Thane of Cawdor shall deceive our bosom interest. Go, pronounce his present death, and with his former title greets Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won. They exit. Scene 3. Thunder. Enter the 3 witches.
Where hast thou been, sister?
Killing swine.
Sister, where thou?
A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap, and munched, then munched, and munched. Give me, quoth I, aroint thee, witch, the rump-fed Runyon cries. Her husband's to Aleppo gone, master, oh, the tiger. But in a sieve I thither sail, and like a rat without a tail, I'll do, and I'll do.
I'll give thee a wind.
Thou art kind.
And I another. I myself have all the other, and the very ports they blow, all the quarters that they know. I, the shipman's card, I'll drain him dry as hay. Sleep shall neither night nor day hang upon his penthouse lid. He shall live in a man's forbid, wearies 7 nights, 9 times 9. Shall he dwindle, peak, and pine, though his bark cannot be lost, yet it shall be tempest-tossed. Look what I have.
Show me.
Here I have a pilot's thumb, racked as homeward he did come.
Drum within.
A drum. Macbeth doth come.
The weird sisters in hand, posters of the sea and land, thus do go about, thrice to thrine, and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up 9. Peace, the charms wound up.
Enter Macbeth and Banquo.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
How far 'tis called to fours. What are these, so withered and so wild in their attire, that look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are not live you? Are you aught that may man seem question? You seem to understand me. By each at once her choppy finger laying upon her skinny lips. You should be women, yet your beards forgive me to interpret that you are so.
Speak if you can. What are you?
All hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis!
All hail, Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
All hail, Macbeth, that shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? I, the name of truth, are you fantastical, or that indeed which outwardly you show? My noble partner you greet with present grace, and great prediction of noble having and of royal hope, that he seems rapt withal. To me you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me, who neither beg nor fear your favors nor your hate.
Hail!
Hail.
Hail!
Lesser than Macbeth and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get kings, through thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail!
Stay, you imperfect speakers. Tell me more. By Senior's death I know I am Vane's Galmus. But how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a preposterous gentleman and a king to be. To stand with the prospect of belief, no more than Cawdor to say whence. You owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted heath you stop our way. With such prophetic greeting I speak, I charge you.
The witches vanish. The earth hath bubbles, and the water has. And these are of them? Whither are they vanished?
Into the air, and what seems corporeal melted, as beneath the wind would they have stayed.
Were such things here as we do speak about? Or have we eaten on the insane root that takes the reason prisoner?
Were such things here as we do speak about, or have we eaten on the insane root, that of the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings. You shall be king.
And Thane of Cawdor too. Went it not so?
To self-same tune and words, who's there? Enter Ross and Agnes.
The king hath happily received, Macbeth, the news of thy success, and, when he reads thy personal venture in his rebel's flight, his wonders in his praises do contend, which should be thine or his, silenced with that. In viewing o'er the rest o' the self-same day, he finds thee in the stout of Norwegian ranks, nothing feared of what thyself didn't make, strange images of death, and as thick as tail came post with post, and every one did bear thy praises in his kingdom great defence, and poured them down before him.
We are sent to give thee form our royal master thanks, only to herald thee into his sight, not pay thee.
And for an earnest of a greater honour, he bade me, from him, call thee Thane of Cawdor, in which addition, hail, most worthy Thane, for it is Thane, thine.
What? Can the devil speak true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes, Angus? And what
Who was the Thane lives yet, but under heavy judgment bears that life which he deserves to lose, whether he was combined with those of Norway, or did line the rebel, with hidden heap and vantage, or that with both his labour in his country's wrack, I know not, but treason's capital, confessed and proved, have overthrown him.
Aside Glams and Thane of Cawdor, the greatest behind to Ross and Angus, thanks to your pains. Aside to Banquo, do you not hope your children shall be kings? When those that gave the Thane of Cawdor to me promise less to them, no less to them?
That, trusted home, may yet enkindle you unto the crown, besides the Thane of Cawdor. But 'tis strange, and oftentimes to win us our harm. The instruments of darkness tell us truths, win us with honest trifles to betrays, in deepest consequence. Cousins, a word, I pray you, and we step aside.
Aside, two truths are told, as happy prologues to the sequelling act. As the imperial theme, I thank you, gentlemen. Aside, the supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good, if ill. Why half, if given earnest of success, commencing in truth, I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion, whose horrid image doth unfix my hair, and make my seated heart knock at my ribs? Against the use of nature, present fears are less than horrible imaginings. My thought, whose murder yet is but fantastical, shakes so my single state of man, that function is smothered in surmise, and nothing is but what is not.
Look how our partner's wrapped.
Aside, if a chance will have me king, why chance may crown me without my stir?
New honors come upon him, like our strange garments, cleave not to their mold, but with the aid of use.
Aside, come from what may, time of the hour runs through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me your favor. My dull brain was wrought with things forgotten. Kind gentlemen, your plains are registered where every day I turn the leaf to read them. Let us towards the king, aside to Banquo. Aside to Banquo, think upon thee what hath chanced, and at more time. The interim having waited, let us speak our hearts free, each to each other.
Very gladly.
Till then, enough come, friends.
They exits. Scene 4. Flourish. Enter King Duncan, Lennox, Malcolm, Donalbain, and their attendants.
Is execution done on Cawdor? Are not those in commission yet returned?
My liege, they are not yet come back. I have spoken with one that saw him die, who did report that frankly he confessed his treasons. Implore your highness, pardon and set forth a deep repentance. Nothing in his life became him like the leaving it. He died as one that had been studied in his death. To throw away the dearest thing he owed, as 'twas a careless trifle.
There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman on whom I built an absolute trust.
Enter Macbeth, Banquo, Ross, and Angus.
O worthiest cousin.
O worthiest cousin, the sin of my ingratitude even now was weigh heavy on me. Thou art so far before that swiftest wing of recompense is slow to overtake thee. Would thou hast less deserved, that the proportion both of thanks and payment might have been mine. Only I have left to say, more is thy due than more than all I can pay.
The service and the loyalty I owe, in nothing it pays itself, your highness part. It is received our duties and our duties, all to your throne and state, children and servants, which do but what they should, by doing everything safe towards your love and honor.
Welcome hither. I have begun to plant thee, and will not labor to make thee full of growing, noble Banquo. That hast no less deserved, nor must be known, no less to have done so. Let me enfold thee, and have thee unto my heart.
There, if I grow, the harvest is your own.
My plenteous joys, wanton in fullness, seek to hide themselves in drops of sorrow, sons, kinsmen, thanes, and you whose places are the nearest, know we will establish our state upon our eldest Malcolm, who we name hereafter, the Prince of Cumberland, which honor must not accompanied, but invest him only, but signs of nobleness like stars shall shine on all deservers from hence to inverseness, and bind us further from you to you.
The rest is labor which is not used for you. I'll be myself the harbinger, and make joyful the hearing of my wife with your approach. So humbly take my leave.
My worthy Cawdor.
Aside the Prince of Cumberland, that is a step on which I must fall down, or leerly leap, for in my way it lies. Stars hide your fires. Let not light see the black and deepest desires. The eye wink at the hand, yet let that be, which the eyes fear when it is done to see.
He exits.
True, worthy Banquo, he is full so valiant, and in his commendations I am fed. It is a banquet to me. Let's after him, whose care is gone before to bid us welcome. It is a peerless kinsman.
Flourish. They exit. Scene 5. Enter Macbeth's wife, alone, with a letter. Reading the letter, they met me in the day of success, and I have learned by the perfectest report that they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned in desire to question them further, they made themselves into air, into which they vanished, whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of what it came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me and referred to me to the coming on of time with Hail, King that shalt be. This I have thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightst not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy hearts, and farewell. Glamis thou art, I, and Cador, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. What thou wouldst highly, thou wouldst thou hollowly. Wouldst thou not play false, and yet wouldst wrongly win? Thou'dst have, great Glamis, that which cries, thus thou must do, if thou have it, and that which rather thou dost fear to do, than wishes should be undone. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise with the valour of my tongue, and impedes thee from the golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem, to have thee crowned withal. Enter, messenger. What is your tidings?
The king has come here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it. Is not thy master with him? Who, were so, would have informed for preparation?
So please you, it is true, our Thane is coming. One of my fellows had the speed of him, who almost dead for breath, had scarcely more than would make up for his message.
Give him tending, he brings great news, and the messenger exits. The raven himself is hoarse, that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me there, and fill me from the crown to the toe top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood. Stop the access and passage to remorse, that no computious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breasts, and make my milk for gall, you murdering ministers, wherever in your slightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark, to cry, hold, hold. Enter Macbeth. Great Glamis, worthy Cador, greater than both, and by thee and all hail thereafter. Thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel now the future in this instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Oh, never shall sun that tomorrow see your face, my Thane. It is as a book where men may read strange matters, to beguile the time. Look like the time. Bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which shall all our nights and days to come give solely sovereign sway and masterdom.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear, to all to favour as ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me. They exits. Scene 6. Hot boys and torches. Enter King Duncan, Malcolm, Donalbain, Banquo, Lennox, Macduff, Ross, Angus, and their attendants.
This castle hath a pleasant seat. The air nimbly, sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses.
This guest of summer, the tempting, haunting martlet, does approve by his loved mentionary that the heavens breathe. Smells wooling here, no jutting, frizzy, buttress nor coing of vantage, but this bird hath made his pendant bed and procrant cradle. Where most breed and haunt I have observed, the air is delicate.
Enter Lady Macbeth.
See our honored hostess, the love that follows us sometime in our trouble, which still we thank as love. Herein I teach you how you shall bid God ild us for your pains, and thank us for your trouble.
All our service, in every point twice done and then done double, we're poor in single business to contend against those honours deep and broad, within your majesty loads our house. For those of old, and the late dignities heaped up to them, we rest your hermits.
Where's the Thane of Cawdor? We coursed him at the heels and had a purpose, to be his purveyor, but he rides well, and his great love, sharp as his spur, hath helped him to his home before us. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guest tonight.
Your servants ever have theirs themselves, and what is theirs in compt, to make their audit at your highness's pleasure, still to return your own.
Give me your hand.
Taking her hand.
Conduct me to mine host. We love him highly, and shall continue our graces toward him. By your leave, hostess.
They exits. Scene 7. Hot boys. Torches. Enter a sewer and divers servants with dishes and service over the stage. Then enter Macbeth.
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well. If were done quickly, thy assassination could trammel up the consequence, and catch with his surcress success, that but his blow might be all, and that the end all here. But here upon this bank, and this shoal of time, we jump the life to come. But in these cases we still have judgment here, that which but we teach, bloody intrusions which, being taught, return to plague thy endeavour. This even-handed justice commands thy ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. Here he in double trust. First I am his kinsman and subject, strong both against the dead, then as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides this, Duncan hath borne his faculties, so meek hath been, so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like an angel's trumpet, tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off, and pity like a naked newborn babe, striding his blast or heaven's cherubim horsed upon the slightest couriers of the air. Shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, shall drown the wind. That tear shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps leaps itself and falls on thy other.
Enter Lady Macbeth.
How's now? What's new? What's news?
He has almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
He has asked for me.
Know you not he has?
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have brought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be worn now in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since, and it wakes now, to look so green and pale, and what it did so freely? From this time such I account thy love. Art thou afeard to be in the same in thine own act and valour as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou esteemed the ornament of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the poor cats with a dodge?
Pray thee, peace. I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was it, then, that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man, and to be more than what you were, you would be so much more the man. Nor time nor place did then adhere, and yet you would make both. They have made themselves, and that in their fitness now does unmake you. I have given suck, and now how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked the nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out, had I sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail.
We fail? But screw your courage to the sticking place and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whether to the rather shall a day's hard journey soundly invite him, his two chamberlains, will I with wine and to assail to convince that memory, the water of the brain, shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason a limbeck only. When swinish sleep their drenched natures lies in a death, what cannot you I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great quell?
Bring forth men, children only, for thy undulting metal should compose nothing but males. Will it not be received when we have them marked with when we have been marked with blood of those sleepy two of his own chamber, and use their very daggers that they have done it?
Who dares receive it other, as we shall make our griefs, and clamor roar upon his death?
I am settled, and bend up each corporeal agent to this terrible feat. Away, and mock the time with the fairest show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know.
They exit, the end of Act 1, and that is where we will leave it for today. Great afternoon, and thanks for watching.